Keeping in touch, a monologue. What does that suggest to you? We're into a lockdown. Many of us are in a state of isolation or confinement as an answer to the ravages of a global pandemic. It should be straightforward. There must be thousands of stories to be told. But it's not as easy as that. Let me illustrate the dilemma. When I were but a little lad, with short back and sides and grey flannel shorts to my knee, I remember the trials of trying to work out the subject set for me by Mr. Crook, a teacher of Dickensian appearance and with the inscrutability of a funnel spider. He seemed malevolent and beyond my comprehension. Not for him the straightforward "what I did for my holidays" of the warm-hearted probationary teacher, Miss Gibbs, for whom it was possible to have a very soft spot. No. Mr. Crook would slowly and malevolently turn his back, and in his looping scrawl write his teaser upon the blackboard. My place in history would be revealed as he resumed his mantis-like position amongst the piles of exercise books on his desk. No amount of pencil-sucking and head-scratching would ever earn me more than a token "good effort" from the tricksy Mr. Crook. It would be unfair and unkind and untrue to say of him crook by name, crook by nature, but until I was much older and wiser, that was how I felt about him. The problem, as I saw it, was that Mr. Crook hadn't given me enough information. Staring out of the window, hoping for some inspiration, I suddenly became aware of his inscrutable gaze. "You won't find history up there, Lester. Take your head out of the clouds and put your pencil on the paper," he whined, arching one bushy eyebrow. I saw this as a warning shot, which galvanized me to pick up my pencil and write down the first thing that came into my head. My place, I wrote deliberately, before darting a glance in his direction. He hadn't moved a muscle, so I continued. Where I live is next to the sewage farm. I paused and risked another glance in his direction, and this time I saw the wispy hairs on the top of his bent head with some relief. As I went back to what I was writing, I realized I had something else to say. Suddenly it became a lot easier as I remembered a story I'd written for Miss Gibbs, and I continued along in much the same vein, writing as much as I could from my hesitant start, describing my illicit visits to the sewage farm at the end of my garden. I didn't get away with it, of course. My efforts earned me a detention and 100 lines of "I must not be facetious." Not that I could be bothered to find out what facetious meant. And I was packed off to the headmaster for a dressing down after thumbing my nose at Mr. Crook for calling me an idiot. So, how to stop scratching my head and get on with it? I might be given a "good effort for trying" if I repeat my schoolboy error and write something along the lines of the rules of rugby football, for instance. But this might be seen as too literal an interpretation and facetious. Let's dig a bit deeper. Let's ask a few questions. For instance, how many different ways are there of keeping in touch? What circumstances apply in each case? And what characters could be brought into people and illuminate every situation? I soon realise I'm not contemplating writing a monologue. I'm drafting a book, a collection, a library. I have, in Mr. Crook's eyes, been presented with an open goal, and I have skied the ball right over the bar. There are rules to this game, and I'd better learn them before donning the colours and stepping onto the pitch.